news, my wonderful people. The former Nigerian president Olusegun Obasanjo wrote so many letters to different leaders, which in turn, in our present day, have brought about the publication of a book titled The Later Man. Obasanjo's later revealed Biafra could have won the war. Hello guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. If you're joining us for the first time, kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you all for always coming out here. May God bless you all. Let's quickly hit the news to get full details. The author of The Later Man, Musikilu Mojid, has said that some of the numerous letters of the former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, showed that the Biafran army could have triumphed over Nigeria. Reviewing the book during a recent interview on Arise TV, monitored by Politics Nigeria, Mojid said Obasanjo, who was a colonel during the time of the Civil War of 1967 to 1970 and played a major role in ending the conflict, wrote a letter to Nigerian authorities lamenting the army's fragility. If Biafra had worked harder, Biafra could have won the war, Mojid said. The later Obasanjo suggested that the governor was unserious because Obasanjo was basically telling the government at the time that we have a general lack of understanding about the war and we seem not to know how to win the war. We keep saying we have not borrowed to fight the war. What do you mean? If you lose the war and you save the economy, then what have you done for this country? So it gives us an insight into the kind of organization, the weakness even within the Nigerian setup. Maybe simply because Biafra had no enough arms or whatever. If they had pressed harder, the story might have been different. The later man inside the secret letters of former Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo is a 492-page book that x-rays the role of letter writing in leadership, governance, and politics. It focuses on Obasanjo and his fondness for speaking bluntly to subordinates, superiors, associates, and foreign personalities through letters, not minding the reactions the letters might generate. My wonderful people, according to the author of the book titled The Letter Man, he says that Chief Olusegun Obasanjo wrote so many letters to different leaders. And in those letters exposed how unserious the Biafra was, saying that if they had pressed harder, the story might have been different. That maybe if Biafra had pressed harder, that they might have won the war. However, Nigerians have reacted to this. Biafra is stronger in military might. Food blockage is the main reason Biafra gave up. It may have it that Biafra did not work harder, but intentionally cutting off the sources of their food supplies, according to the story told, which was to weaken them as the Nigerian strategy that made them surrender Colonel Benjamin, who handed them over to Obasanjo as the story went on. I certainly hope Obasanjo is not falling into a state of confusion, God forbid, because he is not he is not only the former president or the most learned amongst them all, nor the only officer that fought the civil war on the side of Nigeria. Some people are waking up this same ghost war without knowing it. This time around, it will be a fight to finish unless we, the great Biafra, are coming back with a greater force. We thank the Lord Lugard who created Nigeria and for giving us General Gowon who sealed the union by saying to keep Nigeria one is a tax that must be done. Nigeria cannot defeat Biafra whether in real life or in spirit. Hmm. He think himself a hero in every situation. He's just a lucky fellow. He will say he single-handedly won the war. Hmm. Nigerian government think that the war will end only in 3 months, but later ended in 3 years despite British, Russian, France, and so many other countries fighting against Biafra people. Hmm. These are reactions from Nigerians, my wonderful people. The former Nigerian president, Olusegun Obasanjo, the man who ruled Nigeria twice, wrote so many letters to different leaders, and which in turn had brought about the publication of a book titled The Letter Man. And according to the author of the book, he says that in those letters exposes how unserious the Biafra was, saying if they had pressed harder, the story might have been different, saying that if Biafra had worked harder, then Biafra could have won the war. So it gives us insight into the kind of organization, the weakness even within the Nigerian setup. Maybe simply because Biafra had no enough arms or whatever. If they had pressed harder, the story might have been different. The letterman inside the secret letters of former Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo is a 492-page book that x-rays the role of letter writing in leadership, governance, and politics. It focuses on Obasanjo and his fondness for speaking bluntly to subordinates, superiors, associates, and foreign personalities through letters, not minding the reaction the letters might generate. My wonderful people. This is coming from the author of the book titled The Letterman. He just gave, his own view, saying that the Biafran army could have triumphed over Nigeria, saying that the Biafran army was, not serious, that if the Biafra army had pressed harder, that the story might have been different. Meanwhile, Nigerians are saying otherwise concerning this issue. So, guys, what are your thoughts concerning this?